we look at a recent win for us with someone called Katapi, who are using our compute infrastructure, our network edge, to deploy their application into. And then use us for distribution and delivery as well. But they're looking at things like the complexity and manageability of their back-end infrastructure and how do they reduce that. They're also then looking at not just necessarily the efficiency and performance of the content distribution, which, as Will said, right, there's kind of a given and there's kind of an expectation. Obviously, we have to keep working on efficiency there and being good at it and knowing that you're good at it. But looking at the sort of the performance around things like media management as well. And then you start thinking about, okay, so by deploying that customer's application into the network environment, as well as distributing their content, delivering the content, how is that environment secure? How are we ensuring they can get to it? What's the availability and operational theory and mode for that kind of environment? So there's a shift, I think, from, yes, we're all expected to sit there and deliver the bits day after day and be high quality, high distribution, be close to the user, be interoperable, and give the DevOps maybe I'll be more broad. The operational teams that are the CDN operational groups in our customer base are trying to use us as a toolkit and make sure we're delivering the content properly. So really thinking about how we both do that and then provide these kind of environments to deploy more of the application stack in. To Thomas's point, there's sort of edge functions that we launched recently is our serverless offering. Like for years, we've done it in the CDN in a kind of closed way. And I know in Will's case, there have been sort of ways of programming varnish for a long time. But giving the customer the way to sort of bring their block of code and say, run that when you need to, it's kind of then opening up a different sort of set of requirements. So things like your Terraform integration that we've done, for example, are things they're demanding on us. So the real focus for the users is they expect us just to work, right? We have to focus on the efficiency pieces, like Josh was saying in the last session, but at the same time, that sort of user base is expanding their expectation of what we should do, perhaps in some cases limiting it to you're the bit shifters, but I need you to interoperate with each other. So it's a challenging environment to bring new things into and to work out, if we bring out a new service here, is there a real benefit? What's the real use case? And to find those customers who are really benefiting from it. But I think it's a really exciting time, and especially during COVID, looking at how there has been growth in consumption of video and the different use cases that are coming up now, I think really are interesting for us all to grapple with.